Welcome into the State of Sports podcast. We have a full crew finally. One of us, decided to take last week off and decided to show up this Sunday. Stash, it's good to see you.
You too.
Oh, that's
it. Back.
Yeah. There you go. You missed a week of the people. I'm sure they missed all your quips and your jokes.
Debatable.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Big Dog, you got the Duke hat on, so I see you went from your Green Bay fandom over to your Duke college fandom. So are you ready for Duke to let you down in the tournament?
Probably, but we'll get there.
Or you're gonna ride it out till we get there, right?
I mean, we'll get to the Elite Eight and then lose to somebody. Okay. That's how we usually do.
Well, maybe this year is different, just like the Packers.
I mean, it is different. It's Coach K's last year, so they have to win.
And if they don't,
pretty sure it's just a rule that has been made.
It's a rule. Well, we'll see how Coach K does in his final season. So we don't have a Knicks question to open with because somebody decided to take some PTO last weekend.
Call this man Kyrie Irving.
The question should have been: is he ever going to return?
Yeah, that should have been the question. Yes, he is back. Back off the injured reserve. Back for the week. So we have an interesting debate that we kind of just threw out this week that we're going to do an argument. It's going to be all three of us that include us. We're going to pick names out of a hat. It's going to be 2-on-2 basketball, half court. We'll talk about the rules as we get into the debate, but we have 3 all-time bigs and 3 all-time wings. The 3 all-time bigs we have is Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, Dwight Howard. The 3 wings we have is Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson, who's technically a wing, point guard. We were just thinking playmakers to go with a big. So how we're going to pick these teams is I have this hat right here with the bigs in it and the names. We're going to go in order around and we're going to, pick it out. I'll pick it out of the hat and whoever you get will be your big. Sound like a plan?
All right.
So I'm not going to go first. Morgan, you were here last week. You want first or second?
I'll take second.
Okay. Next pick is first. All right. Got one. Nick, you have Dwight Howard.
Fucking thank God.
There it is. Dwight. Hey, dude, people forget prime Dwight Howard's a 3-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year.
I think we should have cut you off at just saying people forget prime Dwight Howard.
Fair. All right, Morgan. All right. I like this for me either way. This is good. I got one right there. Oh, no, I don't.
It's a key.
No, there it is. Okay.
Do you know how to draw names out of a hat?
My fucking fingers are too tiny. Dude, I'm sorry. It's hard. Okay.
Fucking kidding me?
All right. Who we got, Morgan?
I can't see that.
It's Hakeem. You have Hakeem. Oh, sick. Shaq. All right. So I have Shaq, Morgan has Hakeem, and Nick has Dwight Howard, prime Dwight Howard. These are all prime versions of themselves. All right, so let's go in reverse order. Since I got the last big, I'll take the first wing.
And Mac, it's Kobe. Shaq and Kobe.
And I win. I got Magic. Ooh, Magic and Shaq. All right.
I think this is rigged.
It's not. You're up next, Nick.
No, it's me.
Oh, Morgan, you got Larry.
Ooh.
And then Nick has Kobe.
I almost want to veto Nick having to have Kobe and Dwight Howard.
I kind of like it, though.
Kobe doesn't deserve to play with that bum.
He did play with
that bum.
And he didn't deserve that.
All right. So now that we have the team established,
I don't think anybody deserved to be on that horrible team.
At Shaq and Magic, we have Kobe and Dwight. These are prime versions of themselves, though. And then we have Larry and Hakeem. That's nasty. That's dirty work right there.
Larry and Hakeem that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a squad. Thing is I think Nick probably has the best score, right?
Maybe.
All right, so we're gonna go 2-on-2 half court, game 2-11, 1s and 2s.
Make it take it.
Make it take it. Call your own fouls.
All right, so Dwight's at the line the whole game.
Well, I mean, there's no free throw line. I mean,
there's no free throws.
Yeah. Magic and Shaq's a tough matchup. Enjoy. Like,
I mean, 2-on-2, especially. It's almost making your argument for you, but like, you're gonna be guarding Shaq down low, and Larry's just gonna make it rain on that court.
he's got, yeah.
I got Larry.
Yeah, he's got Larry.
Oh, he's got Larry, and you have Magic.
Yeah, and I got Shaq. So, I mean,
I'm doubling Shaq and I'll let Magic shoot.
I mean, Magic can still go to the hole. Like, Magic was a decent, finisher out of the rim. He still scored points. Obviously, he's a playmaker first, but like, imagine that high pick and roll with Shaq and Magic. Oh,
imagine Larry and Hakeem.
Come on, that's not even impressive.
Larry is what, outside of maybe Magic, he's probably the best passer that NBA's ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty fair.
Like his no looks, like his nonchalantness. Plus, you got to take into consideration Larry Bird's the greatest trash talker of all time, and him on a street ball court, he will put anything in your face and he will get in your head. That's just what. And also, I have the two coolest nicknames in this draft, in this debate, with Larry Legend and Hakeem the Dream.
I don't know about that. Shaq and his multiple nicknames, and then his Magic's nickname.
Yeah, but multiple.
His fucking Irvin. His fucking nickname
he goes by Magic because Irvin's such a dumb name.
But that's what people know him as, his fucking nickname.
I mean, Morgan, you got Hakeem the Dream, and that's what your victory would be, a dream.
That's right.
You're not touching Dwight and Kobe at all.
It's just I mean, Kobe could take any of them 2-on-1.
I mean, right off the bat, let's just say 1v1 all these players. Kobe's probably going to eat.
Yeah.
I mean, to make it take it, yeah, probably, dude.
Kobe's going to eat. So now give him Dwight Howard.
Prime Dwight Howard.
Who are you focused on?
Kobe.
I mean, that's the thing though, is what? Like, you can't, I'm making Nick's argument for him. I think that's going to happen a lot with this argument. You can't ISO defend Kobe with Larry Bird or Magic Johnson. Like, Kobe's going to like have his way the entire game. And if it's make it, take it, he's not missing.
Yep. And he just has a really good option because, like we're saying, prime Dwight Howard knew how to score. He's getting to the rim, so.
I mean, yeah, like if they double Kobe can just lob it up at the hoop and Dwight will catch it. That dude is fucking a monster back in the day.
A monster. 2 slam dunk champions on the same team. They're putting on a show.
Yeah. I mean, I think Magic and Shaq running that high pick and roll would be a thing of beauty. Just running that pick and roll, Magic, going to the cup, Shaq going to the cup, and Magic just putting it up there for Shaq to go put, Dwight and Hakeem through the rim, stuff them through like they're going through the rim with the ball, And especially in like a 2-on-2 situation where it's like a street ball thing, and Shaq can kind of foul on defense and uses more of his body on offense, and it's not going to get called. Enjoy. Like if we're talking like early 2000 Shaq, that dude is throwing Hakeem and Dwight around like ragdolls.
I mean, yeah, young Shaq is definitely the big man of the group that you would want.
Mm.
But you're looking at his support though. Like, I think Kobe makes any of those big men. It's just easier with him.
Yeah. I think it's tough for Magic too. Magic's obviously more of a full court player with his passing ability and multiple options than, just having one in a 2-on-2. That being said, though, I'm sure Magic Johnson would figure out a way to friggin' score. Guy's a 5-time champion.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think would be your team's weakest point? What's the
shooting?
What's
for
the
me?
Weak point? Yeah. Morgan?
Mine has no weakness.
No weakness.
It doesn't. Larry can shoot. Hakeem's unguardable in the paint. They're both great defenders. They're both great passers.
Do you think either of them are matching up with speed for Kobe?
I mean,
the speed might be a weakness. You think Larry's
crafty? He'll figure it out.
Kobe to the extent that you want him to.
Oh, yes. and you don't think Larry's gonna get in Kobe's head?
No.
I think you're looking at two great trash talkers.
But
With the
this
two of
this
them.
is implying that
But it's
Larry
Mamba
and
mentality.
Hakeem,
He's not going to
that
let him
Larry
get
and
to his head.
Hakeem miss a shot and they give up the ball.
I mean, that is a big thing, I think, for all of our teams is who gets the ball first.
Well, Kobe's going to take it out.
If my guys get the ball first, they're not getting stopped. It's just not happening.
I disagree with that. I think Kobe can get a stop on Larry.
Yeah.
He'll just dish it to Kareem or Hakeem.
And I think Dwight Howard can get a stop.
No shot.
Yeah.
You don't think Dwight Howard can take Hakeem?
Do I need to go back to your text where you said literally Hakeem will put Dwight Howard in a blender in the paint?
I did say that.
But do you not think Dwight has the foresight to, if he's getting fucked up in the paint, he's going to just dish it back out to Kobe?
Or like foul Hakeem. There's options here, Morgan.
Like they're not just going to pass to him and you're like, well, here we are now. Now we can't do anything else. I have to try.
You're not going to defend a pick and roll with Larry Bird and Hakeem the Dream. It's just not happening. Larry's way too crafty and Hakeem's way too good.
I mean, I can say the same
I think
thing.
Kobe's getting by either of them.
I can say the same thing for Magic and Shaq. Good luck defending that pick and roll when both my guys are.
But Magic's not the shooter. Larry will knock it down.
Magic is 6'8" and Shaq is 7 feet. They're just going to roll to the cup, and Magic is either going to take a layup over Larry Bird, who's not as athletic as Magic was, or Kobe Bryant, who's smaller than Magic. It just same argument. Or he'll just toss it up to Shaq, who I think Shaq might have caught an alley-oop from Kobe Bryant in a playoff game, kind of a big deal, well versed in that. And if not, I'll just dump it down to Shaq. He's fucking Shaquille O'Neal.
I mean, Shaq is definitely bodying these dudes.
He's the OG Superman.
I wouldn't say body, but
I mean, Hakeem did get Shaq in the 90s in the finals, but like that was like young rookie or rookie-ish Shaq.
Like Orlando Magic.
Hakeem's
Shaq,
arguably the best center of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
You think he's the best center ever?
Better than Kareem?
That's who he's close with. Like I think it's Kareem and Hakeem, and then like everybody else.
You think Hakeem's better than Shaq?
But we're also
100%. I think Hakeem Olajuwon is better than Shaq.
But this isn't team basketball.
That's true. It's not. It's 2-on-2.
Who's getting boards?
I mean,
that's going to be a big factor.
For the 3 missed shots in the game, you can't be you can't be giving up any offensive rebounds. I'll say that much.
I think what you were saying earlier though would factor in, like whichever one of these teams gets it. If Larry's getting the ball first, and it's make it take it, dude's just gonna shit in your eye.
This man just walks out of a locker room to a 3-point contest, says, "All right, which one of y'all bums coming in second?"
All right, Morgan, fine. I'm gonna pull a line you pull in a text message. You're really gonna sit there and say Larry Bird's gonna do better than Kobe Bryant in a 2-on-2 tournament?
I didn't entirely say that. I just said Kobe could take him 2-on-1.
I think Kobe can take any of these people. Any of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kobe, if it's a 1-on-1 tournament, Kobe wins this, no question.
Not even close. Now you're just giving him help.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, Morgan. You're sitting there like talking about like Larry's going to talk shit to Kobe. I don't think Kobe gives a shit.
Kobe's not going to care.
It's true.
Kobe's not going to care.
But you know who will care? Dwight Howard, that little crybaby.
Dwight Howard would. I think Larry could get into Dwight's head.
Dwight would be sitting on the sideline crying in a little bottle with his pacifier.
Here's the
Larry's
thing.
2-on-2, dude. Larry's starting fights.
The winning strategy here. The winning strategy here is you put Larry on Dwight and Hakeem on Kobe, and you just let Larry just talk shit to Dwight the entire time.
Larry would start some commotions.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you see Magic and Shaq having good chemistry?
Yeah. Bro, it's like an athletic version of Shaq. Like, are you kidding me? Come on, man.
I mean, if Kobe could get along with him, I guess, yeah.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, I mean, you run a high pick and roll. If it's not there, you dump it down to Shaq. Shaq was no slouch at passing the ball too. A cutting Magic Johnson to the rim, be able to get some layups. Don't have the shooting there, obviously, but I just think our at the rim presence is probably the best out of the 3.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now,
That being
also
said,
though, I've
Dwight
got-
and Hakeem are both terrific in the paint defenders.
They are.
now I can't remember offhand because that season that Dwight and Kobe actually did play together was so terrible, and I can't remember if they did well together personally. But
I mean,
I
Kobe
just,
did
I
fine,
just knew
but-
that team was fucking horrible. I believe Steve Nash was there also.
Mhm.
Ugh. Oh,
Meta
was
World
bad.
Peace.
It was bad.
So even the NBA Finals that Shaq got cooked by Hakeem, he still averaged 28, 12, and 6.3 assists. I think he'd be okay.
Yeah.
And 2.5 blocks per game. Now we want to move down to Shaq in these, prime time, big 2-on-2 games. Let's just talk about Shaq in the 1999-2000 finals, where he averaged 38 points per game, 16.7 boards,
Against
and
who?
2.7 blocks. Hey,
Who do you go against?
what do you mean? We all
Who
know
was
who it
guard-
was.
Yeah, exactly. A bunch of bums that didn't belong there.
Okay, well, even against Hakeem, he went 28, 12, and 6.
That's 10 points difference.
It's still 28 points. We're acting like 28 points isn't good. Well, that's atrocious. And then against a Hall of Fame NBA defender in the 2000 and 2001 finals, which he still won finals MVP, he averaged 33, 15.8, and 4.8 assists with 3.4 blocks. Come on, man. Shaq's bringing this home. I believe
I
the
don't
Diesel.
know. I mean, if he were to take over the game
I mean,
just completely,
we're also like talking about like how Magic Johnson wasn't good in the finals. Are you kidding me? This man started a game at center. That's how versatile Magic was at center and won in the finals.
all right.
Bro, this dude,
So
you guys are getting annihilated. It's not even
I
close,
think-
dude.
I think if we were just to rank these teams of two in general, no disrespect to either of the players, but I honestly do think Hakeem and Larry are the weakest of the three teams.
Wow.
I think if we're doing a tournament, it would come down to Shaq and Magic versus Dwight and Kobe.
Wow. Wow. And an all LA championship. Look, Morgan is disgusted.
I think it would.
That's wildly
I
insane.
think your team. I think Hakeem and Larry are going to face more trouble facing both of those teams than those teams would have facing them.
Wow.
I love this. This is great.
That's just my
Okay.
honest opinion.
Your opinion's wrong.
Honestly, even though I'm supposed to be debating for myself, but I think the strongest team might be Shaq and Magic. And then it will go Dwight and Kobe and Hakeem and Larry. But there's only 3 spots. Somebody's got to be last. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like these dudes are garbage. Somebody's
Yeah,
got to be
no.
last. We can't sit up here with a participation trophy here and say
Yeah,
they're
we all know
1A,
it's Magic and
1C,
Shaq.
Like,
What is last?
Yeah.
Come on.
you ever need to back that up?
You think Magic and Shaq isn't as good as not better than Kobe and Dwight?
Yeah. Because one team has Kobe and the other one doesn't.
One team has Shaq and the other team doesn't. Like, I mean, are we forgetting who the better player was when they played together? It was Shaq.
It was Shaq.
He has 3 finals MVPs. It was Shaq.
Kobe has 5 titles.
3 of them with Shaq.
And 2 with nobody on the top 75.
Listen, first off, Pau Gasol should be the top 75 after some of those names I've seen in there. Come on.
I'm just saying.
I don't know how I feel about that top 75. Some of it was a little suspect to me.
Larry's a 3-time MVP. He went 3 in a row in the 80s with Magic
Yeah.
Johnson and Michael Jordan. I think people are forgetting how dominant Larry Bird was in the 80s.
I'm not. I think you have the best team, Morgan.
Like, are you kidding me?
I think he has the best team. But then again, I mean, Magic is fucking 6'9". Like, he wasn't no slouch going in. I mean,
I just think think
Magic-
it's a huge factor that Kobe is. I think would be the single best player.
No, that is something. I mean, but Magic, a 3-time MVP in himself. 3-time final MVP.
I got 4 finals MVPs between the two of them.
Okay, we want to go by finals MVPs. I have 6.
Yeah, the Matt.
I win.
I don't know. You guys are Nick's crazy for thinking Larry and Hakeem is the worst team in here.
Trying to
That's,
stir the
love it.
pot, kids.
that's fucking wild.
I love that though. This dude just came in and just went like this. Oh, yeah, throw a little spice in here. Larry and Hakeem, garbage.
Trying to. I never said garbage, but I'm trying to heat it up. Let's get these guys fucking going at it.
I mean, I see.
They're-
Go ahead, Morgan.
I don't. Larry and Hakeem are arguably top 10 NBA players of all time. And I don't even think it's arguable. I think they both
I mean,
are.
the only
Well,
person in this entire conversation that's not top 10, it would be Dwight.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say Magic and Shaq are top 10.
Yeah.
And people normally have Magic rated above Larry and Shaq rated above Hakeem.
Hakeem,
But-
which is wrong.
Hakeem, there's
I
an
think
argument.
Hakeem's better than Shaq.
I mean, I think the game is a little especially for 2-on-2. I think if this was, we're gonna play 5-on-5, you guys are gonna have 3 average players, and these are my 2 superstars with Magic and Shaq. I think
I'm definitely winning.
I blow you guys out of the water in a 2-on-2 like half court game. I do think the best team is Larry and Hakeem.
I think
I would say what
anyway.
Morgan said. I think team basketball, if you're going to stretch them out to a team and that's your foundation, I would take Larry and Hakeem.
Really, for 5-on-5 instead of 2-on-2?
Because then there's just more going on. And I don't know. It's just like
Hakeem and Larry are the 2 of the most gifted players ever to play basketball ever.
Sure. I mean, I think we can say that about everybody on here.
Shaq can't really shoot. Hakeem could shoot.
Yeah, but Shaq didn't need to shoot.
no. I mean, yeah.
Like, first off,
when
Shaq's
he can run over everybody to get to the paint, it doesn't matter.
yeah, and Shaq's footwork was no slouch either. Obviously, it's not Hakeem's footwork because I mean, the basis for a big man's footwork is on Hakeem. But like, Shaq has like some spin moves and shit like that. You're like, I didn't know you were that fucking athletic. Like, so
Your big man Hakeem might be the toughest one to guard.
I think yeah, by far.
He is by far the toughest to guard.
So
But
many
then,
moves.
But then we're doing
bag.
what we did before. Then you're putting the focal point on him. You got to take it out. Now who's the best 1v1 on the wings? And it's going to be Kobe. He's going to eat.
I do
If the battle down low is going to be the big men, and you're going to have to pass it out at some point, it's Kobe.
Are you?
Going to win.
I do think in a 2-on-2 situation, Kobe is a fucking nightmare because you can't guard him with either of these guys, Magic or Larry. Like you just can't.
Yeah, the most trouble you're having is going to be in the paint, and that's
Matt, you're
That's
fucking
gonna
your
be-
whole argument up. You should be taking young Shaq and put him on Kobe and then put Magic on
I mean,
Hakeem
wouldn't even
and
be fucking
Dwight.
close. Kobe would run around Shaq.
Orlando
Young
Shaq, when Shaq was like
Still
260.
faster. Prime Kobe's still faster.
Still faster, but Shaq's got that makeup speed and he's putting that pinning that shit off the backboard. You want to know, Morgan? You are right. That's the argument I'm going with. I'm switching my guys around from primes to primes. So like when I face Nick with Kobe and Dwight, I'm putting Magic in the finals where we started at center because Kareem couldn't play. And I'm getting young Shaq on Orlando because he's athletic, can chase off the wing. He was running the break. And then like what's going to happen is when I face Morgan, we're going Lakers Shaq and we're going Magic, late 80s, winning championships and such,
No,
ball
back when he had to
distributor Shaq.
retire early. Gotcha.
Oh, hey, come on. Are we really going to do this to this man? In times like these, Morgan, come on.
That was a low blow.
I think my conclusion, if you guys want to get to it, I really think it just because, and Morgan, this is me giving Kobe a lot of credit. Just because of Kobe, I think my team is the first one to go out. If it's 2-on-2, half court, 5-on-5, full court, I think I wax both of you. You're not even close. If it's average players surrounding them, I literally think Magic and Shaq just absolutely eat. Magic on the break, easy. It's all day.
You've definitely got the best facilitator of the bunch.
I think it's down to Kobe and Dwight. Just for a 2-on-2 game, half court. I think it's down to Kobe and Dwight and Larry and Hakeem. And I don't know which way to lean.
I mean, Larry does not lose. It's
I mean,
not
you're
something Larry does.
so, but your opening argument basically for Larry Bird is he's going to talk shit to get people's heads, and I don't think Kobe's going to fucking care.
But Dwight will. Dwight will literally sit in the corner.
And then you can have fucking Larry Bird sit in a corner with Dwight Howard while Kobe Bryant.
Why would he sit in a corner with
And
Dwight
it's-
Howard?
hey,
Elijah won.
Hey, and here's the thing though, Morgan, like you said, I'll take Kobe 2-on-1 versus any of these two. There's your argument.
I mean, it's true.
Kobe's gonna if Larry Bird's busy with Dwight, Kobe's cooking Hakeem. No disrespect.
I think in my head, the funniest part about this argument is I can just picture Santa Claus listening to us just steaming with like us talking about Larry Bird. Just like absolutely
Now,
just like you got to.
Having said that though, of this list, other than Shaq, just because growing up with Shaq, but of this list, Larry's my favorite player. For sure.
Larry was awesome.
I mean, out of these guys, who is the most fun to watch? Like when you watch highlights and stuff, it's Larry.
Larry has
And
the best highlights.
I don't think it's close. I think it's very much Larry.
We're acting like Kobe Bryant doesn't have a good highlight tape.
Yeah, he does, but I
Larry's
attitude-
nonchalantness with his attitude, like
Sure, I get it. Playing the game with the left hand the entire game because they said he couldn't use his left hand. Dropping
Did
40.
you see the?
I get these.
come on
things.
now.
But you want to know what? I also want to see Kobe Bryant put his nuts on Dwight Howard's head. That's the highlight tape I want to see.
Did you guys see
Like-
the Gary Payton interview about Larry Bird?
I saw it in passing. I didn't watch it.
He was basically just saying like of everybody he's ever met, played against, and seen, whatever, that Larry was just the absolute coldest motherfucker he'd ever seen.
I love that. I love it when guys like come out and just like talk about Larry because obviously like kids our age, if Santa Claus wasn't around or my mom wasn't around to like talk about Larry, like kind of like gets like lost.
You don't
in
have that
time.
appreciation for
Yeah.
how
Well-
fucking good Larry
But like
is.
he was cold.
The thing too with Larry Bird though, just because of how time in the game has remembered him, like for like the casual fans say,
Yeah,
he's remembered as like the white guy that could shoot really good threes.
yeah, but
You know what
that's
I mean?
like
but
that
he was
wasn't
so
his
much
game.
more than that. That's the tip of the iceberg with him. Like
He
was-
could shoot, and he didn't even shoot that much. I think
incredibly
he shot
versatile.
like what, like 3 threes a game, if that.
He was so versatile. But the fact on top of it that it was just like that dude could put it in from anywhere on the fucking court. Like
And he was telling you what he was gonna
and
do.
he was gonna tell you he was about to
He
do
was
it.
like, I'm gonna take 2 dribbles to my left. I'm gonna pull up and hit this game winner in your fucking mouth. Boom.
Yeah. That dude had the cheat codes.
That dude,
And he let you know he did.
man, that dude was cold. He
And
really
you think
was.
that man's not going to win in a 2-on-2 matchup? Come
Not
on.
against Kobe.
I mean, against
You guys just went off a 5-minute tangent about how cold-blooded Larry Bird was.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
this is
But if
what-
you're putting the two of them against each other, like Kobe versus Larry, like on a one-on-one, granted, Kobe's, just the athleticism alone, but that's a shit talking match I would love to
Oh
fucking
my
watch.
God, it'd be-
that would be incredible. And here's the thing too, like if Kobe goes down on the low block and is like in a post against Larry, like just imagine the shit talking between the two. Just imagine. It'd be
I mean,
glorious.
Larry versus Michael back in the day. Larry's no slouch. But
No.
I just do think 2v2, Kobe's fucking running the floor.
I think in a specific 2v2, I think Kobe is probably the
He's
most
the
gifted
X-factor.
player. Yeah. Because I mean, obviously Larry was a great shooter. I think Kobe is probably percentage-wise a little bit less than Larry, but still great at shooting from deep. So I think that adds a lot.
Larry
to it for
went
them.
back-to-back years in the 50-40-90 club.
So that's decent.
I think though that like all these players are so good. Granted, he's a little, it's because he's modern and it might be a biased take because I personally just don't really care for him. But even in his prime, I feel like Dwight's given us all the least amount of trouble.
I mean, if let's be real though, if Kobe and Dwight run a high pick and roll and Dwight cuts to the rim, I mean, Kobe can put that ball 12 feet in the air and Dwight's going to go up and get it. I don't think he
Yeah,
can jump 12 feet. Like-
That's implying that Kobe
Dwight's
would
got
trust
legs.
Dwight Howard.
it's also is Kobe even gonna fucking pass it to him?
Exactly.
That's fair. That is a fair analysis.
It might just turn into what Morgan said earlier, and it's just Kobe v2, and and that's it. Whoever's his teammate can go sit in the fucking bench and fucking drink some Gatorade while he finishes up.
I'm not gonna lie. That might be enough.
Yeah. Kobe's telling Dwight Howard that the games are starting about an hour and a half later, and he's gonna have them all beat by the time Dwight even shows up.
And Dwight his trophy. There you go. Thanks for playing.
Did this while you were driving here.
That's funny. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go with Larry and Hakeem. I think they win. That was fun though. That was like a nice little like. It was more of a roundtable discussion than it was like a debate, which was good.
Yeah, I mean,
Larry and Hakeem, the winners.
so we all agree there's no winner. You know,
Yeah. That being said,
No.
no winner.
I definitely get a win.
that victory is for the old heads out there.
Yep.
Congrats, Hakeem and Larry won. You're right. You were the best generation. I'll be damned, dude. I'll be damned if two dudes in fucking chucks beat me.
Dude's just a Chuck Taylor just out there just giving you the absolute business.
Just making him look absolutely silly.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. All right, let's get into our weekly wrap-up portion. We got some. We'll stick on the NBA topic. Excuse me, hold on. We'll stick on the NBA topic. And Morgan said this name incorrectly via typing, but Charles Barkley, not Charles Oakley, quote on Giannis was that Giannis would be a bench player in the NBA during his time.
Was it Barkley or Oakley?
It was Barkley.
Pretty sure it was Oakley.
You sure?
Can we get confirmation on that?
Can we get confirmation?
Jamie, could you look that up? I don't know who it was. Now
You
guys
texted
mix
to
up
us.
people.
Oh.
I can't find where I sent that. Well, that'll be one for the ages.
Maybe you're right, because I just typed in Barkley and Giannis and nothing came up.
That's Oakley.
Yeah, it was Charles Oakley.
Charles Oak, what an absurd statement from Charles Oakley.
That is
I couldn't agree
Giannis
more.
reference. I mean, we know you fucking hate Giannis for absolutely no goddamn reasons.
None reason whatsoever.
He'd be too soft. Almost any of these guys would be too
I think
soft.
he's too soft, man. That finals performance just like
When you can't
blows my mind that
touch
he
him,
does- it
you
does
can't
nothing
touch
for you.
players in the NBA.
If you could touch Giannis, he'd just run over you. He's 7 feet. He's fucking yoked up.
I'm gonna go back to there was no easy buckets back in the 80s.
Bro, Giannis can take 2 steps in from the 3-point line and put it in the fucking hoop. I think he'd
Oakley
be okay.
would throw his fucking body on the ground
Bro,
and break him.
I feel like obviously I know you're not a huge Giannis fan, but anytime somebody throws him down to the ground, he's like with the shits when he gets up. Like people like have to like pull him back from fighting. I literally think Giannis would have zero problem back then. None.
I think Giannis could easily stand up in like a Chippier era.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably
Easy.
be better.
And that's just also going off of the fact that in the finals this year, his play was some of like the oldest school shit I've seen in a while in the NBA finals. Like it looked like a classic NBA finals.
it was a classic big man NBA finals.
It was. He could easily hold his own back then.
Yeah, not even. Yeah, he'd be fine.
I think it's a wild statement by him.
With how
I think
athletic
that's just,
Giannis
I think that's
is
just
too.
an older player trying to fucking sound like they know some shit
Yeah,
that the rest of us don't know.
saying that he'd be a bench player. What are you talking about, dude?
Bananas, dude. A bench player? Do you know how disrespectful of a statement that is to a fucking like NBA champion?
Something
top
that
50
Charles
winner?
Oakley could
Like,
never fucking achieve in his entire fucking career, being a Finals MVP, an MVP of the league, and a Defensive Player of the Year
Like that's
in the same fucking year. There's 3 people in the history of the NBA that have done that: Hakeem Olajuwon, Michael Jordan, and Giannis.
It's
Fuck out of here. That's a fucking joke.
and he's saying a bench player too. Like you wouldn't even put him somewhere else if he couldn't start at that position. Like you
Now
wouldn't
Morgan's got
just
me
bench
mad.
him. Like
Now Morgan's got me mad. He's thrilled. Look at him.
crazy,
Unbelievable.
absolute craziness.
All right, let's talk about LeBron getting doubled at the end of the Clippers game, passing it out to Carmelo Anthony, who
So-
took a shot from 30 feet out and
I
absolutely
didn't
whiffed.
see this shot.
Wasn't
I
great,
didn't
Bob.
even see it, but
was
I
not great.
heard.
Can LeBron ever take a shot?
Are you serious?
I don't know how you would put that on LeBron. Like he missed the shot. Like
Are you kidding me?
Kobe would have taken it. Michael would have taken it.
Kobe would've
Durant
taken
would have
it without
taken
asking.
it. Larry would have taken it.
You're such a fucking. And the reason he's saying this is because Carmelo was one of his favorite players of all time.
Yeah, Morgan, that is
Man, just a troll.
that's a pretty well furnished bridge you live under there.
It's well structured, you know. Paid extra for it.
So well for it. That was good, Nick. That was very, very good.
Just a troll, dude.
I mean, I think when the Lakers didn't do anything at the deadline, we knew what was happening with their season. It is over. It is GG's in the chat.
LeBron's career is over.
I mean, championship winning, yeah, probably. But
he's gonna go until he passes and gets the
Dream.
all-time score.
That's like one more year.
and
He'll get
I
it
mean,
next year.
he literally has said, "I'm sticking around to play with my kid." So
Yeah,
there's
but
that.
I'm saying as far as his career accomplishment goes, he's gonna get that, and that's gonna be it. He'll really have nothing left to prove after that. Like,
Yeah, I mean, doesn't have anything to prove now.
he's got nothing to prove right now for me, at least. I'd say his fucking career is pretty solidified.
Yeah, I think he's had an okay career.
Yeah, he's done all right.
Mildly met expectations, some could say.
I mean, just the fact that like while you're playing, the debate can be made of it and be taken seriously as like a who's the best of all time, you or some other dudes. Like I just think that's a testament to his career in general.
I mean, the 16-year-old, kid from Akron, being deemed the chosen one, and coming
Also-
out and having the career that he's had. I mean, it was
answer
really
Morgan's-
cool to see.
To answer Morgan's question,
Go ahead, Nick.
why can't LeBron ever take the shot? Because he doesn't fucking need to. I don't know. Like, who cares?
It was really cool seeing LeBron and Michael at the NBA All-Star Game halftime show at the 75 there. That was a cool.
Michael was looking real friendly with everybody.
Michael was wasted. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
Michael was at the
He's
Daytona
always
500.
That's what I mean. He was.
Michael was
looking
at the
real
Daytona
friendly.
500 during the game and flew private to
Did
Cleveland.
you
to
guys
make
see
that
the
all-
funny joke about fucking Karl Malone?
No.
No.
Oh my
No.
god. Because he wasn't there because he was on video. And it was like, when you're part of the NBA 75 team, but there's a school zone in the area.
Yo. What? No.
That's why I don't refer to whenever we talk about the greatest power forwards of all time. I don't include Karl Malone because he's a nasty, nasty man.
is.
He's a nasty boy. That's funny. That's a good one.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was cool to see just Michael just being absolutely shit faced, talking shit to everybody there. Did you see him talking shit to everybody? Him and Magic, where he said, "Lace him up, let's go." Like,
Yeah, he's
Go
like
for it.
one-on-one
I'd still
right
take
now.
Michael.
oh,
Did you,
yeah.
Did you see him asking Dennis Rodman when he's going to come hang out with him?
No, really?
Yeah, they met, whatever, and he's like rubbing. He like comes up and hugs. Like he does this really fucking awkward hug where
Yeah,
he basically hugged Dennis Rodman's like weight, like his hips.
yeah.
He was like real low, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey," and like was shaking him, and he's like talking to him. And he's like, "How you been?" And he's like, "When are you gonna come hang out with me?"
That's
When are we going to Vegas, D?
bro. I wish I could hang out with Michael and Dennis Rodman. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I don't know. It was cool to see Michael mingling for once because he's usually such a fucking grumpy old bitch. Like,
Yeah, like him mingling, like him talking with Luca and stuff. That was really cool.
yeah, it was.
Like I was like, damn.
It was cool seeing Mike, all those dudes like having fun with like a class reunion.
Yep. Yeah. And then did you guys see the KG Ray Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wanted to call him a bitch ass so bad. His lips were like pulled back, and he was just like straight ahead. I was like, yo, Kevin Garnett literally just wants to call him a bitch ass so bad.
Let it
Yeah.
go.
the All-Star weekend was pretty cool.
It was very cool.
I thought it was cool watching AI and shit commentate.
Yeah, I mean, Allen Iverson's the best, dude.
There was that really cool picture somebody nabbed.
I
where
mean,
it
if you
was,
wanted to talk about All-Star Weekend, it came on last week.
I know. But I'm just saying the pictures that are being released now of it.
Yeah.
Just there's that really cool picture somebody got of AI commentating, sitting next to Julius Irving while Joel Embiid is playing. Like
Mhm.
all these, it was really cool.
Very, very cool. All right, let's went a little off the rails right there, but let's talk about Ja Moran, the human highlight reel that he is. Go ahead, Morgan.
Dude's unreal. Did you guys see the 360 layup he did last night?
Yeah.
And then like 3 minutes later catches an alley-oop where he's like heads above the rim.
Well, I mean, his dunks in the All-Star game would have won the dunk
Also,
contest.
he broke the Grizzlies regular season scoring record.
Already? It's fucking February.
No, for like a single
single
game.
game.
No,
In
really?
a single game.
What was it?
Damn.
46.
That's their high.
Do you know who had the record? Because I did not, and I was baffled.
Michael
Bonzi
Conley.
Wells.
No, Mike Miller.
I mean, one shoe
Mike Miller from like the Heat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, wasn't he rookie of the year at some point?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so, but he had the Grizzlies record for 45 points in a game.
Damn.
Moran had 46 last night, dude.
Bro, you realize what kind of fucking world you're living in when Mike Miller is just
That's
absolutely
what
taking
I
over a
was-
game for 45.
That was my thought. I'm like, what?
That
How
was
did
the-
Mike Miller get 45 in a game?
That was definitely the dark times of basketball.
Mike Miller just out there
What
giving
the
everybody the
fuck?
fucking blues. Just giving them the
Oh my
blues.
god. Could you
That's funny.
imagine, dude? I'd be so fucking embarrassed. Like Mike
Oh,
Miller just shit all over your team.
that is pretty funny. All right. Let's move to Morgan's favorite topic right now because it's not the
Oh.
NFL. College basketball. The top 6
God.
teams, 1 through 6, all lose on Saturday for the first time in men's college basketball history. Morgan, was
It
Duke
was-
included in that list?
No, we're number 7, and we're gonna go to number 1 because we beat Syracuse by 20.
Nice, nice.
But 7 of the top 10 teams lost, which is fucking wild. The Purdue Michigan State game was wild. Gonzaga lost to St. Mary's by 10. It was a great day of college basketball. It was very fun. You know, March is starting to heat up in February,
Yep.
but I am super excited. Duke's probably moving to number 1 now, as they should be.
So
Um,
that,
give us some of
I
these
saw-
teams to look out for, Morgan. What are these blue bloods? Who do you think's got it in them to make the run?
I mean, Duke's really good, as I've been saying.
Oh, wow. Shocker.
Right.
Whoa.
I don't know. Arizona's pretty good this year for blue blood. Kentucky's pretty good this year. Like most of the blue bloods are back. Kansas, Duke, Arizona, all of them are in the top 10 right now.
Nice.
Outside of that, the ACC sucks. Big Ten's pretty good. The
Sparty's stinking this year,
the
right?
SEC is really good this year, which is weird. Like
What do we,
Tennessee and Auburn are both really good.
We think we're gonna do some sort of March Madness bracket.
Oh, you can take that to the bank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make it have a nice little entry.
Why
Do
not?
that.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. So,
I'll be making multiple brackets this year. I normally make one for Santa Claus's group of brackets, and then we'll make one for ourselves.
Yep.
Sounds good.
I'll make a lot of brackets. I got brackets for days.
Morgan looks like fucking Charlie and Always Sunny with all this stuff on the wall. He's like, if this 12 beats this 5.
Morgan's the guy in the corner of the bar playing all these different fucking Keno tickets. Hoping to hit.
just has them lined up on the bar. It's like
Yep,
we're going
that's it.
around. He's just like, that's funny.
It's hard for me to keep up on some years. Like the years Duke is good, I do about 10 to 15 brackets. It's gross.
10 to 15?
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, get a life, man.
No, I work overnights. What else do I have to do?
That's fair.
Get back on Elden Ring and play it.
Ugh.
Well, we
Stop
can
being a
discuss
punk.
Elden Ring. And I also have a bone to pick with Morgan when it comes to video games. We'll get there though. We
I
will
don't know
get
what
there.
you're talking about.
Let's move to the NFL. Morgan, would you like to talk about Mr. Jennings?
Oh, fuck this guy. This guy's a fucking clown. I can't stand him. I want him out of the Packers Ring of Hall of Fame. Like, that's such bullshit. All he does is bash Aaron Rodgers. And that's the only time he ever makes any news is when he's talking about Aaron Rodgers. Like, your career got made off Aaron Rodgers in a fucking video game play. Like, dude, shut the fuck up.
I mean, it
No
was
one
an
wants to
incredible
hear
play.
No one wants to hear your wrong opinion about Aaron Rodgers being a bad teammate when you're the bad teammate and the rest of everybody else who plays with Aaron Rodgers, outside of Jermichael Finley, who's a salty ass old man too, like you, Greg Jennings, Just shut the fuck up.
I mean, that was a pretty sweet video game play. The motherfucker broke his leg, dude.
But that's his most famous plays from a video game he wasn't even playing.
Holding his shit, dude. This motherfucker. I always find it funny at the end of that play. It's Darren Sharper. Dude, why do so many football players like to rape people? It's wild.
I do not know.
Speaking of that, I want to get to we're going to talk about sexual assault in the NFL. Might as well bring up Deshaun Watson at this point. A lot of QB rumors are swirling where they're going to end up. Watson said the Vikings and who else?
That was a bananas segue, by the way.
Denver, probably.
Did he say Denver? I don't remember. I think it was the Vikings and Denver.
Tampa?
Yes, it was Tampa. It was Tampa with the Vikings. Thank you. Brady's rumored to potentially come back and go play to San Francisco. Him and Arians had that friction there. Mr. Rogers still hasn't made a decision, even though he's been on a 12-day cleanse. Did you read that cleanse he went on, Morgan?
No.
Bro.
I just assumed it was a lot of scotch.
No, okay. You guys talk about the QBs right now, and I'm going to look up this cleanse real quick so I can read it for you.
Do you think Tom Brady just has the ability to just come back 1 year in San Fran and just be like, thanks for the dub, see ya?
Yes.
I do too.
He grew up there. He was in the fucking catch with Dwight Clark and Joe Montana. He was at that game.
I think just Tom Brady just shows up in San Francisco, wins a championship, passes Jimmy G a fucking little mini version of the Lombardi Trophy on the way out. Here you go, kid. Got one for you. Won the prize at the big carnival game.
Which is crazy because Jimmy G has the most Super Bowl rings of any active QB, which is fucking gross.
That's awesome.
Wait, Jimmy G has the most of any active?
Yeah, because he's got 2, right?
No, I think he's got 3 with the Patriots.
Does he? No, I think he has 2. Is it 2 or 3?
I thought he was on all 3 of those teams. Maybe 2 of them, but
no, it's got to be 2 because man, and I don't know. Well, I'm
Do
here.
you know how ridiculous? Do you know how ridiculous Jimmy G would look going somewhere wearing those rings? They'd be like, bro.
He's got 2.
Is it 2?
So I think I love Jimmy G. I think he's going to be a great quarterback for the Washington Commanders.
I like Jimmy G.
They've been saying he's going to be a great quarterback for like 60 years now.
Yeah, when's it going to happen?
Listen, leave Jimmy alone. I like Jimmy. I think he's a fine quarterback. He's going to make that one bonehead play and then just have a good enough team around him.
I just don't trust him.
He's a bum.
To finish the game.
All right. So the cleanse Aaron Rodgers went on is I can't even pronounce this. It's Panchakarma cleanse. It's a 12-day cleanse where you do induced vomiting, perjuration therapy or forced diarrhea to purge the bowel and cleanse blood toxins, the sweat glands, kidneys, stomach, small intestines, colon, liver, and spleen. Bastelli, medications given by anemia to cleanse toxins through the colon.
Bro, Aaron Rodgers is legit sitting in his bathroom.
Bro,
just casually trying to commit suicide. We're all like, wow, he's so healthy.
Nausea, the elimination of toxins through the nose. It is done by nasal administration of medications, which can include various oils, dry powders, or herbs, fresh juices, ghee, and medical detoxins and milk.
This dude is just incorporated all of his holes.
And then the last one,
Like,
I'm not even gonna announce to. Gonna try to pronounce it. The last one is detoxification of blood.
Like a blood transfusion?
This dude's a madman.
He's really trying to cleanse himself of that fucking loss in the playoffs.
He's like, man, that Shailene had something.
Bro,
I gotta get it out.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
That's wild. Why is he doing that? What is the benefit? Just to completely clean his body out of whatever.
And also during this, it includes laxatives, a strict diet, abstaining from exercise, sex, and sugar. Talk about 12 days and no fun.
Wait, abstaining from exercise,
sex, and sugar.
This dude just sits in his house all day and just shits and throws up. like it does nothing else. I'm trying to get my mind right. Like, what?
Morgan, what the fuck is wrong with Aaron Rodgers, dude?
This dude took the L way too hard.
He takes it hard every year, but none of that shocks me. He's a different dude. He is
Aaron Rodgers
built different.
Aaron Rodgers just found out what all of his fucking fans do when they lose, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to join them this year.
I know. I sent him my memoir.
He's like, man, this is what these guys do. I got to feel what they feel. And come back next year
Holy
the right
shit.
way.
Well, this QB rumors definitely got off the rails right here.
Jesus Christ. That's
Fuck.
crazy.
Last little tidbit of NFL news. Two tidbits. Sean McVay is coming back to defend the title. He's not going to TV. I also heard Troy Aikman might be going to ESPN for Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
I also heard that Troy Aikman, something to do with Amazon, is trying to get some rights to Sports Night for football.
Interesting. I also heard that Fox, if they lose, Troy might try to trade for Drew Brees with NBC. The fact that these
Trading
like fucking
commentators.
the trading
mill
commentators-
goes to the.
All right,
made it to the.
how about
table.
this? You take our second tier. You take our second tier and third tier broadcast team. You give us Drew Brees.
And we'll give you a third announcer to be announced later.
Right.
Correct.
And we get your craft service table members.
That's right. and we get Peacock for a year.
And the guy who holds the boom. Yeah.
It's so weird, but I mean, I think Aikman in the Monday Night Booth would be good because that Monday Night Booth is awful, minus Louis Riddick. I like Louis Riddick. I think Louis has a good football mind, but everybody else, I don't want to listen to fucking Brian Greasy. Ugh.
It's all those different broadcasting teams. Obviously, it's a different sport.
Or is it Bob?
None of them just have that
Bob? I think
chemistry.
it's Bob.
Like,
They should just
TNT
fucking put the
guys.
Mannings on it and have them do the Manning cast, and that should be your main announcing.
I agree. All right. And then the Tampa Bay Bucks are going to be playing in Germany next year versus an unknown team, apparently, Morgan said.
Yeah. So they're going to be the home team versus one of their road opponents. So,
in
I mean,
Munich,
that narrow.
you were saying?
Yeah.
In Munich, maybe,
Maybe if
depending on world events.
we'll see if the Berlin Wall goes back up or not. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well,
Fingers crossed.
moving on to another great subject right now. Baseball has until Monday, today, to find a deal or we're going to miss games.
Yep.
I
think he's gonna
saw
be
missing
their
some
talks
games.
today went 15 minutes or so, and then it was done.
Yeah, we're gonna be missing some games, kids.
I mean, just,
Oh, yeah.
baseball
I've been-
continuously just shoots itself in the fucking foot.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been
you're-
saying we're probably not starting until July.
You're at such a fucking like iffy point in that sport's life right now, and they're just playing with fucking fire.
Why aren't we getting fans? Lockout.
Why are we getting fans? Oh, you mean because of the games that they can just go not watch today?
Correct.
Come on.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cubs. It was supposed to be the Cubs spring opener today.
Hey, people can't complain about baseball rules if there's no baseball. So
Ah.
Ah.
Can't complain about universal DH if there's no baseball.
exactly.
There you
They're
go.
just gonna
Yeah,
shut
you
it
know.
down and patch
I
it
mean,
all up.
that was the beginning of the end, putting the University H in.
Yeah, I don't like that, but yeah, whatever.
All right. Phil
Not here.
Mickelson losing sponsorships left and right because he's got something going on right now where he's talking about Saudi Arabia, correct?
So the PGA Tour had some competition from this. I'm not entirely sure how it is, but it's some Saudi Arabian funded golf league or something like that, where their payouts are much crazier. And Phil's like, yeah, I'll just go over to Saudi Arabia. That's a great place. Like nothing bad happens over there, like shit like that. That's
Nothing
kind of
bad
the
happens.
that's kind of the vibe. He was like just not paying attention to what actually goes around in Saudi Arabia and just was looking for the money. And now he's losing all his sponsorships. I think Callaway dropped him. Yeah, like all his major sponsorships are now leaving.
Quite the fall from grace.
And all the other PGA Tour athletes are like, nope, why would I do that? I'm staying in the PGA Tour.
Smart idea.
So, yeah. Not good for Phil, but fortunately he's 50 and made $140 million playing golf. So,
And I know he also does
could,
some,
could be a little worse.
I know he also does some insider trading every once in a while too. So I'm trying to figure it out.
Allegedly.
He'll be all right.
I'm sure he will figure it out. All right. Our favorite time of the week, Kraken Talk.
Yeah, the Kraken are on a I want to say a 6-game losing streak. We're just god awful right now.
We're in a blender right now.
It might be. I think we're definitely reaching for the panic button, but I don't know if we're pressing it yet. But they are 16-33. They're 8th place in the Pacific Division. So
I don't know if we're reaching the panic button yet.
Things.
It's getting close. We're hovering over it. I don't know if
I mean, we're only really in our season here.
We're like Joe
Hey.
Biden watching the Russia issue and having his finger over the red button.
Right now we're in peace talks with the season. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing the Bruins today. That's not going to be an easy game. They're going in there with 0 fucking momentum, as slow as you can be.
You want to know what? You got to start somewhere, and today could be the day. We just got to continue to give our boys that, positive reinforcement that they can get this done, and they will get this done.
I'm sorry, they don't have the Bruins today. They have the Sharks.
San Jose.
Yep.
Whale's vagina.
That's San Diego.
Pretty sure that's San Diego.
No, I'm pretty sure it means Whale's vagina.
But not looking great for our.
That's right. The boys are skating hard. You know what I mean? And that's all we can ask for.
They're playing their hearts out. Yep.
That is all we can ask for. Before we get to the next question, we will be doing a podcast this Thursday. That sound good to you guys?
Sounds good to me.
I think so.
Perfect. We'll get one in this Thursday. We will talk about the aforementioned Elden Ring video game that Morgan has already given up on. Before we get there, I'm going to bring it up on the podcast. I'm going to do it right now and call them out in front of all of our 30 viewers that listen to us. You're a shitbag for telling me you deleted Warzone and you never did. You've been playing it on the side.
That's not true. I did actually delete Warzone.
I don't believe you.
I did.
Have you been playing it?
He's been playing it. He's been playing Rebirth. And he just hasn't fucking told me.
I haven't told anybody.
Hasn't told anybody.
Not a soul. You're just playing Rebirth with a bunch of randoms every night, honing your chops.
No, I got other people.
So now he's too good to play it with me.
No, I'm not good enough to play with you.
This is coming off, problem. Morgan. You can have that back.
No. I only accept multi-million-dollar carrot rings, Vanessa Bryant style.
Are you Jennifer Lopez?
Dude, that bitch is Thanos. I got the Infinity Gauntlet of engagement rings on.
More rings than the Cowboys since the 90s.
Just absolutely depressing that you would do that such a thing to me, Morgan. After all we've been through.
It's because I didn't want to play on Caldera. So
I would have played Rebirth. I've been playing Rebirth mostly anyways.
Caldera is a shit show.
Caldera sucks.
But that'll be for Thursday.
Yep. Nick, your question finally, since you took a week off.
All right. My question of the week is, and I'm talking specifics here. What is the single best jersey of all time? So you can't be like, oh, I like this team's uniforms. Like, I mean, like Shaq's jersey in Orlando, or
it's got to be a player on that team.
A specific real jersey that exists. What is the best one of all time?
LaDainian Thomas in powder blue.
Ooh, that is a great answer. That's great. It's a tough answer to beat. I have multiple in my head that I could just start listing off right now.
I do love the just the 3, the Babe Ruth and the pinstripes. I think that's a great jersey.
I mean, this is a ode to Morgan, but John Moran old school Grizzlies jersey. That's a tough looking jersey. I mean, you got, Shaq or Penny's jersey on the Magic, either one.
How about Vince Carter's old school Raptors jersey?
Boom, easy.
That's a great one.
Man, oh man. That might be the hardest question you ever asked me.
It's a tough one. Morgan's the Thomas and powder blue's got to be a front runner.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it's such a great jersey. Jersey.
I'm just picturing the whole outfit, him with his dark visor.
But just even to own. I mean, somebody just wear it casually. It's still a great jersey.
Here's another one too that I can picture him in that jersey is Allen Iverson, the 76ers alternate royal blue jersey.
The blue ones. Yo.
Oh, with the sleeve
number with the 3 and everything.
The 3. Oh man.
That's a good one too.
I mean,
I do think from being around the area and it being so popular, but I do like the way it looks is like Paul Pierce, like the 34 in the Celtics. I think it's good. It looks good.
It's a classic look.
Until he shits himself in it.
He did do that.
The 12 Brady Patriots is iconic.
I mean, the
God.
Ty Law Royal Blue patch jersey.
That's a great one.
That's
You know,
that's my personal favorite jersey.
You know which
of all
one I
time.
see more though is Malloy. I see more.
I will say this though, Ken Griffey Jr., the old school Mariners jerseys, the teal.
Yep. That's a nice one.
I mean, the thing, you have to find the combo between the player and the jersey. You know what I mean?
And the number's got to
And the
look
number.
nice too.
Like 8 Kobe on the Lakers when they did the old school uniforms, the blue ones, like from Minneapolis. Those are cold.
Barry all black in the San Fran jerseys.
Oh man, just fucking.
Ray Lewis had a great jersey.
Oh yeah, Ray Lewis.
The purple, just the purple one, the really vibrant purple ones.
Oh, we're not talking about the shirt he came back from the boat for.
No, that was slightly less.
Not that
purple.
one. Slightly, a little more red.
There's gonna say a little tint of red.
Little hint of red in there. Yeah, there's a lot, man. I mean, Earl Campbell on the Houston Oilers.
Steve McNair, Titans.
R.I.P.
Also a great one.
Reggie Bush in the USC 5.
I love. I mean, I just being a fan personally, but I love the old, the Emmitt Smith, the white one with the blue.
Oh, with the blue stars. Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't mean it, Ken. Don't kill me.
I meant it. It's a
Um,
great jersey.
the Lawrence Taylor old school blue Giants jersey. It's fire. That's a great question.
Sean
So many
Taylor
of
in the
them.
alternate.
Football are probably the
Washington
better.
alternates.
Football are probably the best ones.
Sean Taylor. You think so, dude? I don't know.
I think they have the most iconic ones.
Are you sure about that? Like basketball jerseys, like the old school ones?
I think basketball, it's easy to pick who like the top 3 would be.
Bro,
the
like
best jersey.
the Jordan Chicago jersey with Chicago in cursive is fucking cold. That shit is.
Even the Jordan one, the black one with the 45 is nice.
Yeah, like I mean, basketball's got a lot, man.
Basketball does have a lot.
I mean, like a Sean Kemp Seattle Sonics jersey, Morgan. Like, come on.
The old school Baron Davis or Jay Rich Warriors jersey.
The Jay Rich Warriors is a really good one.
Yo.
Dude, the fact that they ever moved away from that logo
So stupid.
is a travesty to that team.
In my head, like I'm going down like the East Coast right now of like teams to like think about like jerseys.
If when LeBron faced the Warriors in the finals, if they wore those Golden State old jerseys,
They would have lost 4-0.
they would have wiped
I mean,
LeBron and the Cavs.
we all know this answer is probably coming from me eventually. I mean, the Cavs jerseys in 2016, the black ones with the sleeves.
Blacks are great.
Yeah,
Those are great.
Great uniforms.
The sleeve jerseys are gross.
I mean,
I think they're the only ones that look good.
No, none of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones, but that old Jay Rich one is really good.
Yeah, that one's fire.
Or the Gary Payton Supersonics.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Damn, a lot of good
There's
jerseys.
some tough ones.
Let us know what you guys think. Athlete jersey, be specific about it because obviously we have a lot of alternates. I mean, honestly, just post a picture down and
find a picture of it and post
find a picture. Boom. Easy. Thank you guys for checking us out. We'll be back next Monday as well. We got the podcast that'll come out Thursday night on YouTube, Friday morning for all other podcasting stuff. Make sure you guys are interacting with us on social media. SOS Podcast on literally every fucking social media. Check us out. All the links are down below. Thank you guys for stopping by for Stash for the big dog. I hope you guys have a great week.